Hey, Geoverse fans. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of some different content. To celebrate the World Cup, I'm going to be doing some matchup overviews of the round of 16 matchups. And so it's going to mostly be soccer focused, but I'm also going to try and tie in just some geography facts. This is a little experimental. I might change it up or like expand on the geography side of things as the tournament progresses. But I'm gonna try and do this for as many matches as I can. I'm not sure if I can do this for France versus Paraguay. It is 11 p.m. as I record this local time. So I think it's just gonna be Canada versus Morocco for the Independence Day matches. But hopefully we'll be able to get a couple more videos in for the round of 16 matches and the other ones going from there. Um, and so we're just going to be kind of going over both countries, just some basic facts about their history, um, as well as who the big players are and their coaches. And so this is Canada, one of the co-hosts, lovely little country up north. Gets very cold during the winter. So Canadian soccer started in 1912. It was a founding member of CONCACAF in 1961. This is their third qualification to the World Cup. They didn't really qualify that much in earlier years. Um, Honestly, Canadian soccer as it is right now is a very recent phenomenon. There haven't been many historical accolades, especially compared to the other team that we're going to go over. Um, their round of 32 win was the first ever in the round of 32 for Canada, so good job to them, and they are FIFA rank 30. Canada's coach is Jesse Marsh. He played in the US for a long time. He's actually American, I'm pretty sure. But he was announced as coach in early 2024. He'll be leading the team through 2030. He was supposed to, his original contract ended this month, July 2026, but he had a contract extension, I'm pretty sure. He won three MLS titles as well as a number of other accolades as a player before going to coaching, and he's kind of bounced around coaching CF Montreal, RB Leipzig, and Leeds United in some capacity before coming to Canada. So, some key Canadian players. Alphonso Davies, he's a defender for Bayern Munich and captain of the national team. His parents immigrated from Africa, and he was raised in Edmonton, though, so Edmonton and Alberta. Jonathan David, he is a forward for Juventus, and he is the lead goal scorer at the 2026 World Cup for the team, as well as the all-time leading scorer, I believe. So that's pretty impressive. Um, and then we also have Maxime Crepeau. He is a goalkeeper for Orlando City MLS, and he was born in Montreal. And I think what you'll see is that a lot of these players are like either raised or born in Canada. And I think that's pretty cool that this is like a very much a homegrown team with very few exceptions. And a lot of people have really like spent a lot of time living in Canada and so like on this team. And so I believe like Brampton alone, I believe is this little dot here that doesn't have a label. There's like six players from the national team from Brampton, which I think is pretty cool. That's a city in Ontario. And so on the other hand, we have Morocco. Morocco is a much more accomplished team than Canada. It was founded in 1928 and debuted in international tournaments as an independent country in 1957. They're nicknamed the Atlas Lions after the Atlas Mountains that run through most of the country. They are quite accomplished. Five African Cup of Nations titles, including one in 2025, and seven World Cup qualifications. They're the first African nation to ever win a World Cup group and make it to the knockout stages, which they did in 1986. And in 2022, they became the first African or Arab nation to reach a semifinal and the third ever to do it outside Europe or South America. And they are FIFA rank 7, and so this is a very formidable team. Their coach is Mohamed Ouabi. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. Um, he is less of a player. His co career has been basically coaching. He started coaching when he was 21. Um, he was, I believe, born in Belgium, either that or like r- raised primarily in Belgium. He was named the coach in 2026, and he's managed the U20 and U23 teams in some capacity since 2022, mostly the U20 team, I believe. His most of his coaching career was spent with RSC Anderlecht, which is, I believe, a team based in Brussels in the capital region of Belgium. And he also helped lead Morocco to a U20 World Cup title in 2025. So he's more of a recent addition to the national team specifically, but he does have a very like accomplished coaching career so far. Some key players. Um, Achraf Hakimi is a star defender for Paris Saint-Germain. He was raised in Spain by Moroccan parents. Brahim Diaz is a midfielder for Real Madrid. He was born and raised in Malaga, Spain, but he's ethnically half Moroccan. And Ismail Saibari, he's kind of a breakout star. He's a forward for Bayern Munich on the younger side, and he's the lead goal scorer for Morocco of the tournament. He scored 4 goals for them so far. And he was actually also born in Spain to Moroccan parents. So something interesting is I think for the Moroccan team, only 7 of them were actually born in Morocco. A lot of it is diaspora players. Like 6 players come from France alone. There's a number from Spain. There's a number from Belgium and the Netherlands as well. There's one from Montreal, actually, funnily enough. But I think it's interesting, kind of compared to Canada, which seems to have, for the most part, taken like a homegrown approach ish. I think a lot of the Moroccan players are like members of the diaspora. And I think it's kind of interesting how strong that national identity is, that even though a lot of them are born outside, they still like really feel ties to the national team here. And it seems to have worked out pretty well for them so far. Um, so good on Morocco for that. Um, Who's going to win? Odds say it's probably going to be Morocco. And just looking at the records, it definitely seems like Morocco is the more accomplished team here. However, this is one of those World Cups, I think, where you really can't discount anyone. Senegal and Cape Verde came very close to winning, and I think Canada has a legitimate shot here too. Um, but yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this type of video. If you'd like more of these, I'm planning to maybe do them for the round of 16, definitely for the round of 8, or I guess it would be the quarterfinals. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna try and do some soccer content to celebrate the like World Cup really reaching its most festive stages here in the States. Um, and yeah, thanks for watching.